How's it going, everybody? Sue here. Thank you so very much for hanging with me today. I really appreciate it. We're going to listen to some good music today because we're going to get to The Cure and we're going to do their 1985 hit, In Between Days. And I always really liked this song and I thought it would be a really fun one to revisit today. We're going to see a live version from that same year, 1985. So right around the time that they actually released this song, and that should be an absolute ball. And before we get going though, if you like what I'm doing on the channel, you can show me by liking this video. You can also show me by subscribing to my channel. When you subscribe, it really does help my channel to grow, and I appreciate that, so thank you very much for that. And if you really want to make a donation to the channel, you can do that by hitting the super thanks button, and I also thank you in advance for that. Okay, here we go. In Between Days from 1985. I'm not sure where this was filmed, but I do know that it was a concert from 1985. And if anybody was ever at this concert or they know anything about this concert, put that down in the comments. Here we go. Oh, the whistle test.
Yesterday I got so old I felt like I could die. Yesterday I got so old it made me want to cry. Go on, just walk away. Go on, choice is made. Go on, disappear. Go on, away from here. And I know I was wrong when I said it was true, that it couldn't be me and me her in between. Without you. Yesterday I got so scared I shivered like a child. Yesterday away from you that froze me deep inside. Come back, don't walk away. Come back today. Come back, oh can't you see? Come back to me. And I know I was wrong when I said it was true, but it couldn't be me and me her in between. Without you.
This is such a fun song. It's one of their more upbeat songs. I mean, sometimes they can get pretty kind of slow and kind of dark sounding, but this song was very upbeat and it was a very cool song and I always really liked it. Now, I saw on there it said Whistle Test 1985, but this does not look like the normal Whistle Test kind of scene. Normally it's a very small space and I don't think I've ever seen it with all of these people. This looks like they're in a small arena or a club. So if anybody has any info on that, I would really appreciate it, because this is not what I would expect from the Whistle Test at all. So maybe it changed by the time the 80s rolled around. I don't know. Like I said, I absolutely love this show, the stuff that I've seen from it anyway, and I wish this was a show that we would have had here in Canada because they had some amazing guests on that show. I absolutely love the riffs in this song, not only the guitar riff, but that keyboard riff, and they do so well together when they kind of like intertwine each other, and it just sounds so very cool. And I have to say that Robert Smith's voice sounds really great. He's got a very unique sounding voice, but he sings really well live. There's not that much difference between what he's singing here and what we hear on the studio albums. That just shows a strength of his voice. Very, very cool. This song did pretty well around the world, and it was actually the 4th consecutive top 20 hit in the UK, and it was their first hit that they ever had on the Billboard charts in the United States, and that was a really kind of cool thing, kind of opened up The Cure a little bit for people in the US to a kind of a broader kind of audience, I guess. I saw The Cure and I really like them. They are kind of fun. They're not really a kind of a really big movement kind of band, but they do sound really fantastic in concert. All right, let's rewind this a little bit. Love that. That was fun. I enjoyed that. You know, it's one of those songs that I actually wish was a little bit longer, because I think it could be at least another minute, because it's one of those ones I just really get into, and I would like it to be a little bit longer. Each time I hear it, I'm always like, oh, it's already done. It's just over 2.5 minutes long, so could have been an extra minute, I think. Anyway, that was absolutely fantastic, and he has such a unique sounding voice. When you hear his voice, you know that's Robert Smith, and I think that's really cool. Now, you know, he's kind of been painted with this whole goth kind of icon, I guess. And of course, it's because of the way that he dresses. But apparently he said he kind of started this whole dressing like this when he was in Susie and the Banshees for a little while. And he actually said that it's not really, he doesn't really own this kind of goth icon. He said that he didn't really start any of this, and he basically does it for a theatrical custom. And it's not something that he really kind of owns or really kind of loves, that it's just in his soul. It's just something that he kind of does, which I thought was very interesting. Another little interesting fact about Robert Smith too is that I think he's quite shy. He doesn't like to give interviews, and he doesn't like to kind of talk to a lot of people that he doesn't know. So that's very interesting as well. And people have actually talked to him about how depressing some of his music is, and think that maybe he's very depressed all the time. And he said that he's not actually, but he just writes a lot when he's depressed, and that's why some of the songs that he does are quite dark. Anyway, absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed that, and I hope you did as well. And if you'd like to hear other videos that I have done, whether they are reviews or reactions, just look up here at the end of the video, and maybe there'll be some that you might like to check out. Okay, everybody, I think that wraps it up for the day. So everybody have a joyful day, and I will see you all again next time. Bye-bye.